classic matchup. So here we go. To the southeast position of Nimbus Ladder Edition in the blue trunks, playing Protoss, e.g. HuK.
And spawning in at the top right, our red Terran player, our red Hope, the strongest Mexican player, pretty sure. We have Major.
I'd say it's pretty safe to say that he's the strongest Mexican player. I don't think there's too many arguments about that. And let's be honest, he's been playing incredibly well lately. He's been taking game series off Koreans, as we noticed, you know, in this very tournament. He's really coming into his own, I think, at this point. Major's always been good, but he's had that consistency problem, and now he just doesn't seem to have that consistency problem. He's just winning.
Yeah, I hope so. It's probably a little bit too early now to say, like, he obviously hasn't had any, like, major wins, but he has been doing really well lately. I would hope to see him. Major's one of those guys, like, mechanically and, like, in terms of dedication to practice, like, he could be, like, a really, really good player. Like, I feel like he's got the potential to be, like, the Scarlet or the Naniwa.
Oh, you could argue that he already is at this point. Like, after his recent results, I think there's definitely an argument to be made that he's getting... if he's not already there, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I want to see Major show up to another
I want to see him, like, go to Europe and,
tournament.
like, win dream hacks and stuff like that, you know? Like, really big.
Yeah. Is he going to Detroit, do you know?
I have no idea. That'd be funny. I need video of that.
I can see montages, many montages involving that. So it looks like we're going to get a Reaper first opening here from Major, and it's going to be a Nexus first in the pocket for HuK. Just putting that towards the back there. So it'll be a little annoying, certainly, to deal with that Reaper.
That's... Are you allowed to do this?
What do you mean?
Are you allowed to go Nexus first against a Reaper? Don't you just die?
No.
I feel like
you lose probes, but you get your probes back faster.
I feel like HuK is about to lose a lot of probes. Maybe I'm crazy. I thought you needed that mothership core to survive. I wonder if HuK was planning on... I wonder if HuK thought Major was going to do a more economic build, like a CC first or something because of the map.
The main problem is this bunker. Like, HuK's not going to see it, and one Reaper is annoying. One Reaper plus a bunker is infinitely more annoying. I guess it depends how much damage the Reaper does. How good is HuK's probe control? Is he able to get a surround on the Reaper? He sees the bunker, so is he going to pull... He's just kind of chasing it away for the time being. And it's only one Reaper. If it was multiple Reapers, I'd say that HuK's horribly dead. But with only one? No, I think he's okay. He'll take some damage, but...
I'm going to guess 4 probes are going to die. What do you think?
I think 4 is a decent enough estimate, especially considering 1 just died on the ramp there. And HuK... Oh, sneaky. I love that move there by HuK. He wants to make sure that he doesn't get contained in, and he has a pylon available for counterattack. Thing is, the Zealot's out now, so... And, oh, it doesn't kill the bunker. That's problematic. Okay. So far, 2 probes killed. It's not awful yet. I mean, bear in mind, he already has another Nexus, and the Cybercore's about to be done. It's how much more damage does this Reaper do?
Major not doing a very good job at, like... I'm surprised he's not just, like, trying to skirt around the back. He's wasting a lot of time, like, shooting the Zealot and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I mean, HuK's control up to this point has been really good. There's now a second Zealot, which, as far as I'm concerned, means that Major needs to leave, and now the Mothership Core's there too. So, yeah, he gets away with it, basically. And, you know, losing 2 probes when you have double probe production is completely unimportant.
Negligible. Yeah. This is a really good opening for HuK at this point.
Really nice. Yeah. And Major's going to see it, and it looks like he gets another probe out of that, which is kind of cool. But ultimately, I still think that's a good opening from HuK. He hasn't lost anywhere near enough for that to matter, you know?
For sure. Oh, here we go. It's going to be 4. I called it.
It's going to be 4? Where is it?
This is going to be the 4th kill. Oh, no.
Nope.
Go back.
He's not getting it. You're going to be wrong.
Oh,
he's going to make you wrong. That's a lot of wasted mining time, though. HuK may be slightly overcommitted to that.
No. There we go.
All right, okay.
This is 4.
Now he gets it. What?
No,
all right, now I'm convinced he's doing this on purpose.
Yes!
Yes!
I thought you said you'd turn the delay back on. Do we need to restart the stream? Did I push
No!
the button right? Cheapers.
No. Man, I should have put money on that. That would have been nice. Increase my caster winnings from $100.
Oh, man. You can have the other half to pay for my...
No. Just...
That didn't... Oh, boy. Anyway.
Give it to some charity or something.
Oh, boy.
It's fine. All right. So what situation are we in now? So pretty good for HuK. He delays his tech a little bit, but his economy is really good. And he puts a few more gateways behind that as well. And he actually has a pylon in position for potential harassment. And his mothership core is over in the pocket expansion being annoying. And it's forcing mules away, which is the worst possible thing ever. You'd never want your mules to be forced away from the mineral line. So that's going to be a bit annoying. It did get an SCV by the looks of it. There's a Zealot and a Stalker in there. Okay, just make that a Stalker, as the Widowmine did get a connection, but HuK is able to pick off a couple of Marines. So far this is looking okay, and I wonder if HuK decides to put pressure on here with the 4 gates. I mean, I think he does, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's already got the pylon set up in the upper left.
Why wouldn't he?
The mothership core is being really annoying, keeping these Marines locked down to the base. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of pressure coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, I would think so. Does he have warp gate tech?
There are the warp gates.
Yeah,
there are the warp gates. How does he deal with the mines? I'm not sure. Wait, did all the mines leave? Are they all on the dropships?
There's one mine there. Yeah, they're both there. The mothership core doesn't die. That was close. I think HuK saw that and then drove right through the middle, so that was a nice play. But yeah, the mines are out on the map, and Major's continuing to try and harass with them, which could be devastating, of course. There's no in-control cannon in the natural there, so it could be dangerous. All right, here it is, and there's a warp in there. There's 3 Stalkers already prepared. But is that enough DPS to shut that down? Major's deciding to go for the main mineral line instead. There's a photon cannon going up, but... here it is. All right, 1 mine, 2 mine, 1... one gets shut down. The second one only gets 3 kills. I think that was nice. That was good.
How did the other one die?
It died to... It was already low on health.
Oh, okay.
And it got killed by the photon overcharge before it buried. So that's great. And HuK is now warping in. The bunker just got salvaged. I don't like that. Major, I think, is about to discover why that might not be a very good idea, because HuK's going up on the high ground now. Yeah,
and Major just boosted them and back away, and he's not even returning at home.
The force field is just impeccable. We talk about perfect force field, but that was bang on. That couldn't have been any better. And now there's a small force of Protoss ravaging the natural... Well, this is the main. I mean, he's in the main right now, and he's just going to do some damage and camp some production and see what he can do. He loses a sentry there. I'm not actually sure what he's doing there. He's going to lose the second one too, which is a bit weird. But he is bringing in reinforcements to the pylon.
Yeah, and he had those Zealots camping the main too, doing some economic damage, although I don't think HuK is looking to do economic damage here. I think he's looking to close the game out, or do severe economic damage.
Well, the economic damage is already looking severe. He's taking 10 SCVs, but he does need to still be a little bit careful. He's losing units unnecessarily here. I know he doesn't have Blink, but still, you know, he can control that better. We already know that. Sitting, just trying to kill a Marauder that's being healed there by Medevac. Nice little pick-off. 14 SCVs killed. A lot of army units killed as well. Production kind of camped. Major does now have an army, whereas HuK does not. And HuK is actually trying to take a 3rd base. He's
nice, I like that.
Yeah, 4 more sentries. But yeah, that's a lot of economic damage done. Can Major follow that up? He's about to have Stim. He doesn't have Combat Shield, and he's about to have +1. So Major has the potential to do damage. Where's the Mothership Core? It's got almost enough for 2 photon overcharges. So we'll see. Major can maybe at least threaten the 3rd, right?
Yeah, I feel like HuK is in a pretty good position. If he can hold this 3rd, I feel like that's going to give HuK a pretty big advantage. Major, I don't see any 3rd even being started. Oh, okay, he's sending an SCV out to start it, so HuK is able to actually hold this 3rd. That's a lot of bio on the ground for Major. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't open that debris because, you know, force fields might be required here, but will he be able to save this base? More to the point, there is an Immortal, which is going to pick that Marauder off very quickly, but outside of that, it's not going to be that useful. The force fields are not too bad at all.
Okay. That was
not perfect, but pretty good. Good enough to force that back and save his 3rd base, which is really all that matters. Got a good number of units caught there as well. I actually kind of cut Major's army in half, so that's not bad. Major just with the perfect spots there on the... He just never misses an observer. It's crazy. He gets him every time.
Yeah, he's really good at spotting that, which is something that... I don't know if programmers are bad at it, like the hopper tier Koreans, or if they just don't care, but Major sees those things and he scans them and just kills them like all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about stuff that's... It's stationary. You know, you don't even see it moving. But he moves his units underneath them, sees the blur, and then instantly picks it off. He's got a good eye for them. I'll give him that. The 3rd base is now up for HuK, and HuK's army's not that big. It's going to be a little difficult maybe to defend against multiple drops, and that's maybe the way that Major gets back into this.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. We've got these Marines running down here, killing a couple probes. I wonder if they should have targeted that Nexus from the start. I'm not sure. They managed to kill some probes. I don't know if they could have got the Nexus or not, so I really don't know.
Not. Major's got the Doom Drop coming in. The Observer's going to see that, but
man.
I don't know if there's not a particularly big army here from HuK. Now he warps in 4 more Stalkers. He doesn't have Blink yet, but this is going to blink. This is going to go right over the Stalkers, and another. Wow, one Medevac gets shut down immediately. That is not a good drop here for Major. He will kill off a lot of the Stalkers, but he committed so much to it. Surely. Photon overcharge. Oh, maybe there are too many Marauders in there. Maybe I was completely wrong. Yeah, it was a full medevac drop. Bio is pretty good, and that's a lot of probes that are going to die here too, so... Will he get the Nexus? He's warping in right now. Focusing fire here on the Marauders. I like that. Looks like he's not going to get the Nexus. But the third base is going to die. There it goes.
Yeah. I think he could have... This is really picky, but he may have been able to push those Marines back if he would have force fielded like on top of them, so they'd have to run around to kill it. But regardless, I want to say there was a... I felt like that was a good defense by HuK. I thought he had enough Stalkers there to make it so that wouldn't have gone as bad as it did. It looked like that was going to favor HuK really well, but
it was just a lot of stim Marauders. You know, the firepower was just so big that it...
All of the Stalkers started to fall, and the infantry just wasn't dying.
If there was a couple of Zealots in that fight, I think it would have been very different. But it was pure Stalker, which didn't do the job. Decent enough force fields, so is going to get a couple of cutoffs here, and those are even better, actually. Getting the Zealots into the fray and able to deal with most of this army, but I mean, Major still wants to keep barreling through, and the meat is gone now, and it's going to collapse in on HuK's army now, and that's a lot of dead sentries. That third base will not go up here, and Major's definitely been trading very aggressively, but I think it works. You know, he now has a good SCV count, a lot of mules, and 3 bases, and I think he can afford to do this, and he wants to take the Forge out before it gets +2. Don't think he's going to get it, but that's also going to be a lot of dead Stalkers.
Yeah, I don't think HuK just he's got like a PvZ army. There was like no AoE, or not even a PvZ army. It was just like they just had Stalkers and Zealots and Sentries, like, and then I guess like an Immortal was thrown in there. There was no High Templar, no Archon, no Colossus. Like, you kind of need that if you're going to kill the bio units. So I guess just a little bit of a missed transition by HuK there, not getting to those AoE units fast enough. But
yeah, it was a bit of a weird game, honestly, because it was so aggressive on either side, both of them just throwing units away to try and gain an advantage. Maybe if HuK's engagement into that into the main, was a little bit better and wasn't as costly, then things might have turned out differently. I think the Stalker heavy style, well, obviously does not work against Mass Marauder. So a few more Zealots in the mix, maybe. I don't think he ever got charged, did he? Or did he get it?
I don't think he went on. I don't think he went on long enough for it. No, because when he was running to save his third from the Marines.
Yeah. Charge would have made a big difference, I think. But he kind of committed to one tech path at that point. He didn't have the time or maybe even the resources to get charge. So it's hard to say. But Major did a good job of just hammering HuK down there, even after taking significant economic losses. And it was a shame because I think HuK's opening was very good. And his defense was solid too.
Yeah, for sure. Hopping into game 3, currently tied 1-1. On Overgrowth, which is a decent map for all races, I think.
Yeah, that seems to be the conclusion on it. I don't think any race really objects to Overgrowth, particularly. I haven't heard anyone say that, so yeah, it should be a decent enough fight. I mean, so far it's been pretty good. Kind of scrappy on both sides, which I like.
Yeah, interesting games back and forth for sure. Much better. I think I don't think any of our 3 sets earlier were very good.
There were some issues.
I feel bad. Even technical issues aside, the Innovation Life series was pretty disappointing.
That was, yeah. You expect better out of those players.
Yeah, 2 2-Raxes in a row.
Yeah.
The quick games, and then the third one was just.
It's gonna have to be made up for by a Major Innovation Best of 9 TVT final, right?
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully not. I'll have to bring QXC back for that.
yeah. You definitely should. I don't know. I'd like to see Kane Innovation Best of 9. I think that would be pretty fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, it'll be all right. I'll see a problem with that one.